Hey guys, welcome to USUK's Later Lounge. Can you get used to that yet? Is that
I
weird
love
for you?
that. No, not at all. I love that so much. I love that segregation. That's not a good thing to say. Definitely don't say you love segregation, but I love the segregation between the episodes. That was brilliant. I'm so enthused by that.
For the guys that are watching it and wondering what we're laughing at, we literally just went, yeah, guys, join us on the Later Lounge next. Make sure you click on the next video. Welcome to the Later Lounge. It was just a weird thing. So thank you very much to Ivy for joining us. I need to say a thank you to Kevin Horak as well, because I messaged him, and Kevin Horak's been on Thorskin. He's an author, local author. You may remember him if you listen to Thorskin a lot. He did say he would come on, but his for some reason Messenger messed his messages about. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna I believe we're going to get him on next week, because we need to plan something with Four Finger Discount that involves a midweek recording. So the 23rd is actually free. So Kevin Horak, you'll be on next week, and we'll get to catch up with you. Good chat. Yeah, how you been, man? Be good?
Good, brother. It's the birthday week. It's been busy. For those that don't know, like January 10th through January 17th is the birthday week. And what I mean by that is my wife, my lovely, beautiful wife, her birthday is January 10th. My our daughter's birthday is January 14th, right there in the middle. And my birthday is tomorrow. So send the gifts to 288 Gage Road, Newport Center, Vermont. Is January 17th. So it's a very, very, very busy week. We've been just trying to like make it through. And it was Illy's 10th birthday on Thursday, which was awesome. We got to go
Double
out. We
figures.
spent it's a big deal. It really is, right? You're a man that's had a couple kids that have reached that. It's different, right? Like there's birthdays and then there's birthdays.
Yes. It's a big deal. It is a big deal. Did you have a good day? You guys all having a good time over there? Yeah.
Yeah. Me and the wife don't do too much for ourselves when it comes to the birthdays. Like, I got Shona this really nice massage and deep cleansing facial for Christmas, and she finally got around to using the gift card, and she bought herself some like really cool skincare products and things along those lines. That is what she did for herself. Wow, that was awesome. You're like
So cool.
fucking Thanos for Later Lounge. I love that so much.
God.
It's you can impress me with almost nothing, Alex. You're just like, hey, check out my snap like I'm the Fonz, and bam, Later Lounge.
I fucking hate the way it sort of like morphs around me and stuff, but like it's the Later Lounge. We got to shoot.
It is. We're letting our hair down. So that's what. And tomorrow I'm playing poker. I don't get to do Texas Hold'em as much as I used to. Like, it used to be one of my favorite things to do in the world. Still is. But having the family, having the podcast, doing all this stuff, it doesn't leave a lot of downtime for extracurricular activities like poker. So I set aside the wife once again. Shout out to my beautiful wife, Shona, because she's gonna watch the kids while I have just a bunch of loud dudes over, so we can go play poker downstairs in my basement for a few hours and maybe take a chance of winning a couple of dollars. So that's kind of what I've been up to
And get
this
loud
week.
and leery like blokes do.
Kind of. By the way, can we speak about how things really quickly before we get in? I want to hear about your week as well. But speaking of birthdays and Christmases and all that stuff, I got a gift from my father-in-law, and I want to tell you about this. He got me birthday week. He got me and my wife the same gift. He's a very thoughtful man, very, very generous man, and he got us both smartwatches. And if anyone's paid any attention to the social media, you would know that I got a smartwatch for Christmas from my dad. My own dad gave me his old smartwatch, which is great. I love it to death. It's a great pedometer. But he went out of his way because he thought, oh, Shona asked for a smartwatch, so Tom probably wants one as well. And very generously, he got us both smartwatches. But I had one, so I had to do that thing where I'm like, thank you so much for this amazing, beautiful gift, but I already have one and I want to use the gift that you give me instead of putting it in a drawer and just waiting for my other smartwatch to die. So he didn't cause a problem with it. He returned the gift, sent me a gift card for the shop that I got it from. And like, if this was 10 years ago, it would have been, oh, I want the latest system. Oh, I want this. Oh, I want that. I got a vacuum.
Yeah, but this is okay, right? So what this does, right? That's an extra bill avoided, isn't it? Right? So like, I don't know. The best way to put it is like, when you have disposable income. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Hello.
Yeah, I can hear you now. That was so weird. I was like, what the fuck just happened?
When
Did I have a stroke?
was gonna say when you have disposable income, you don't want to waste that shit on a fucking Dyson, do you? You know what I mean? Like, but when it comes to birthdays, you're like, all right, and guys, if you want to get me something, I'm after a Dyson. Because then what you can do is you can spread that disposable income, that beautiful £19.50, whatever it is you get a year, a month.
Yeah.
No, let's not be too harsh on ourselves, a month. And like, you can use it to buy your weed or your drink or whatever, It's just it alleviates a bit of stress, I think, throughout the year.
It does. And like once again, like you said it perfectly. I would never go and spend what got spent on a vacuum Like me and the wife, we think, thriftily. We'll buy like a cheaper vacuum that does the job. This time, because I had this gift card that I had to use, well, I didn't have to use. The fact that I had a gift card that we could use, the I bought this, much better vacuum that, I was very fond of.
Yeah. Does it suck well, baby? Yeah. Um, well, he gets up. I'm glad he had pants on then, by the way, when he stood up. I believe that too. And I feel like when you become house proud and you get your own space and you look around and you think, this is my kingdom. This is what I've got about me. Those tools, those things that make that available and that accessible. They help, and it's nice. I mean, I saw that video of the oven that you report because you got like somebody, you're saying you got given a $20 fucking oven that somebody found, a $20 part that was put together, and hey presto, you have an expensive oven that works and will help your family. Amazing. I love that. That shit's cool. You're muted.
Sorry, I was muted. This has been the ongoing theme now, is that we keep muting ourselves so we can be respectful. How was your week, buddy?
I've had a really good week. I have had a good week. I pissed the wife off 2 nights ago because Always Sunny in Philadelphia and me have a really odd relationship because I'll watch a fucking shit ton of it. I'll be obsessed with it. I'll watch it for weeks and weeks and weeks, one after the other, and then I'll put it down for a little bit. And then I'll re-find it again a few months later. And so the other night, what I did was she was lying in bed trying to sleep. I'm watching It's Always Sunny next to her. I'm trying not to laugh, and I'm just like shit coming out my nose. It's the Kitten Mittens episode, which is a classic, of course. They're doing all this ridiculous shit to try and get the cat out the walls. It's one of the best things ever. When you try not to laugh, it's the hardest thing ever. And I fucking pissed her off. She was like, I'm trying to fucking sleep. And I was like, okay. So I went on the sofa and carried on watching it. Like, it's the best. But yeah, I've had a good weekend. Positive. I'm taking part in the Darwin Festival again. If anybody you guys know me with the Shrewsbury Biscuit and you know my sort of yearly routine, I do the Darwin Festival in Shrewsbury. We're doing it virtually this year, and they've asked me to do all the tech this year. And I was like, oh, fucking hell, that's a big deal. Like, they want me to run the tech for the whole week. I was like, fuck, that's crazy. So we've been in meetings about that and stuff. Yeah, positive.
So, does the Darwin Awards ever come up during this fest? Because I mean, like, as much as Darwin Festival is very famous where you guys are, that when you mention Charles Darwin, everyone's like, "Oh, the Darwin Awards, idiots, right? Doing idiotic things." Does that come up at all? Is anyone like,
I think, we have these nice well, we used to before COVID. We used to have these nice meetings where we all sit at a long table, throw your ideas, sit and drink coffee, and talk about what's going to happen. And I think somebody did make a throwaway comment about the Darwin Awards, which is fine. Just don't get the Darwin Festival confused with the Darwin Awards. Now, the reason I'm bringing this up on USUK, and you're like thinking, what the fuck, that's some biscuit shit. It's the fact that it's going to be virtual this year. So you guys are all going to be able to access what we're doing. So just look at my Alex Whiteley sort of producer Facebook page. If you're not following that, make sure you follow that, and I will share everything on the biscuit and on that as well. So any links to any sort of there's amazing lectures and webinars and talks and stuff that's going on. So just keep your eyes peeled for that. Apart from that, I've been enjoying a lot of. I watched The Queen's Gambit, which is amazing. If you haven't seen that,
is that the chess movie?
It's a series that is just fucking beautiful. One of the most beautiful things I've ever seen in my life. And I looked at it and I was thinking, it's fucking chess. Even as I was clicking it, I was kind of like, it's fucking chess, but yeah, we'll have a go. And from the moment that it started, I was just gripped because you don't care about the chess, really. It's more about this girl and her life and the things happening around her. The music is beautiful, the scenery is beautiful, the acting is perfect, and it's really touching at times. It's one of the best things that Netflix have ever released. I think it's beautiful. It's up there. It's almost like the Crown. It's got that kind of the Crown sort of feel to it. It's kind of
Yeah.
gritty and but dark, and really displays that era very well.
I think you're just in love with the monarchy, Alex. The Crown, Queen's Gambit,
No,
anything
no,
that has like a higher authority in a monarchy, you're like, it's brilliant. It's fucking brilliant. I feel like you're being paid now by the royal family just to back end some support.
me and the royal family don't really get on. I'm gonna say, I don't mind the Queen, but it's all of her fucking relatives that are all like, yeah, like leeches. What can we have? What are we worth? And what can we get out of this situation?
And there goes our sponsorship by the royal family and the crown
Oh
jewels. They're
yeah.
like, oh, we're not taking part in that shit. That you hear that bloke say that shit about us? Fuck him. But he did say nice things about Queen Elizabeth II, though. So it was pretty cool.
They're spending too much money on cocaine and young boys. I'm joking. I'm joking.
Oh my god.
Oh god, the
That's
guys
so
at
cute.
Gesper, if you're watching this afterwards, I'm gonna. Do I kick that out? I don't know. Oh fuck it.
No, no, that's great. No, leave that. What do you mean? That's
I'm gonna get
commentary.
assassinated. You'll be like, oh, Alex Whiteley. By the way, guys, I am not a suicidal person. I never have been. If I do commit suicide,
Alex Whiteley did not hang himself.
yeah, there we go. I'm not gonna be Epstein. Uh,
Well, you might be Epstein, but you're not going to Epstein. You know what I'm saying?
I have got a couple of things to talk about. Number one is you probably haven't seen Wandavision yet, have you?
No, so do see transatlantic thoughts broadcasting to one another's brains. I was just about to mention one division. No, that's what me and Shona like. We we have different interests. Of course, we share a household and we have a family and we love each other and we do stuff together. But like when it comes to like viewing purposes, she has a totally different taste than I do. So we are always on the lookout for things that we can watch together. And that's the thing that we're going to check out next together is WandaVision.
Did you like Bewitched and things like that when you were a
Yeah.
kid?
Fuck yeah, I love Bewitched, dude. Nick at Night, like we've been through this before. Nickelodeon is my jam, and Nick at Night was like the show, the later lounge show of Nickelodeon, where it had Bewitched and it had the Brady Bunch and Happy Days and Laverne and
Yeah.
Shirley and all those shows. So I love Bewitched. The two
It's
Darrens.
it's I think I'm pissed off of it because I wanted okay, I'm being a fucking I'm what's the word for it when you don't want anything that's sophisticated, you just want flashy bangy things in your face. Being simple. There you
Lowbrow.
go. Yeah.
Lowbrow.
I kind of like, I thought like the MCU being on the TV for the first time ever would be like, look at what we have.
Well,
Ah,
that's not necessarily true, right? Because Shield was an MCU show.
I don't know. Was it canon to MCU?
Yeah. Because remember, it had Agent Coulson in it.
Oh, they
and
had
Agent Coulson
the Peggy Olsen shit as well, didn't they?
did. Oh yeah, that's right. They did. Fuck, dude. They have a whole bunch of stuff we didn't
It
care
wasn't
about. God,
Isn't Cloak and Dagger like, I don't know. Anyway,
is it?
Cloak and Dagger.
No.
I'm pretty sure that's.
Yeah.
If you could write into us and let us know, no, I don't give a fuck.
But Cloak and Dagger is, in fact, me and the wife's favorite sexual position. Just
Yeah,
FYI. Yeah. So
yeah.
if you want to Cloak and Dagger later, honey, just let me know.
Nice. I'll make sure you turn on your webcam as always.
Check out my OnlyFans page where I wear my Spider-Man shirt and I talk dirty.
But anyway, Disney Plus's first MCU show. There you go. That's the best way to put it. I thought they would come out like boom, 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 like Tony Stark does in Iron Man 2. Like sort of lands on that stage. Here I am, bitch. I thought it wanted that, but they went down this like 1950s black and white sitcom route, and I was like really underwhelmed. I gotta say, I'll keep watching it because I'm being told I'm missing a lot of shit that's going on because this 1950s black and white sitcom is an entire universe that Wanda has created herself, as so illustrating her massive amounts of power. So I'm kind of like, oh, okay, I'm not that intelligent, then obviously.
Well, okay, but here's the real question. You know my wife pretty well. You see the things that she's interested in. Are me and her gonna dig this show together? Or is this gonna be one of those things you're gonna sit through like medicine because you know it's good for you?
Do you like cheesy stuff?
Oh fuck yes, I love some cheese, Parmesan, or
You'll like it.
yeah.
You'll be good. You'll be good.
All right.
It's very much a parody on 1950 stuff, but there's like lots of Easter eggs and lots of things, and I think lots is going to happen as well. I think they're going to turn around and be like, "What the fuck's going on?" Like, I imagine eventually it's going to be like, "Aren't you supposed to be red, not grey?" Like, you know, I think there's going to be something
Is the TV broken? I can't see color right now.
because am I right in saying that Vision is dead? He wasn't brought back because he was dead. He was actually killed by Thanos.
Yeah. Oh, that's such a good scene. Yeah, he's dead, bro.
So
yeah.
he now exists just as Data. He's just Data inside Wanda's head because they were joined by the stone. So that's the mystery as to why you can see Vision, because he's supposed to be dead, dog. But
So
anyway,
dead as disco, baby.
You know, spoilers if you haven't seen Endgame. Chris Pratt. Let's talk about Chris Pratt.
Speaking of Endgame, people that were in that movie, Chris Pratt.
Yeah, very short amount of time he was in that one. He kind of sort of zooms past, like, "Hey, dog." Like, but I was watching Guardians of the Galaxy earlier. I was thinking, God,
Yeah.
Chris Pratt looked really good in that film. Fair play to him, because we all know Chris Pratt as the chubby guy from Wanted and Parks and Rec. You know, the funny sort of comic relief guy.
I forget all the time that he was in Wanted. He's the one that got the keyboard slapped in his face. He's like, bro, smash.
One of the best TV movie moments ever. The way it spells "fuck you" and the keyboard. Oh,
yes. Speaking of, like, I haven't watched Wanted in a very long time, but I've been watching a lot of Cinnamon Sins, a really great YouTube channel. You should definitely check it out after you check out our channel, of course. But they dissect movies by counting off what they would call cinema sins, and what they do is, like, anything that's a trope, anything that's repetitive, anything that doesn't make any sense, they put them on blast for it. And they did Wanted as one of the episodes, and I was like, oh, Wanted, man, I fucking love that movie. That was clever.
Bending the bullets and shit.
Yeah.
The best line of the whole movie is Morgan Freeman going, "Shoot this motherfucker!" Like, yes. I just love that thing. Shoot this motherfucker. I could have that as a ringtone. Shoot this motherfucker. Shoot this motherfucker.
Just ask Eric to do it. Eric does a good Morgan Freeman.
Oh, he does.
Oh, yeah. Let's use Eric for his many talents, like his speaking abilities and his fact that he can do a perfect Morgan Freeman.
Yeah, let's do that. But yeah, the reason we bring him up is because there's rumors. Morgan Freeman, no, Chris Pratt. It's because there's rumors. Rumors are everywhere at the moment. They talk about anything and everything at the moment. People are so bored. They like get half a story and they like, it's everywhere. But there was something that was mentioned about the possibility of Chris Pratt replacing Harrison Ford as Indiana Jones. Now, this is controversial, of course, because like a lot of nerds out there, people can't get aged. They can't age and be replaced. Like, once they die, and that's it. Like, you've seen that with Star Wars. Like,
Harrison Ford's not dead though. What the fuck are you talking about? I'm just saying, like,
he's going to be soon. In about 5 months, he's gonna be dead. Right? I'm calling it right now.
He's gonna be dead. He's gonna be so dead. Fucking dead as doornail. Fucking Harrison Ford.
We're not gonna get him forever, right? Like Clint Eastwood can't do what Clint Eastwood used to do.
Yeah,
same as Harrison Ford.
Well, kind of. I mean, not to argue the point, because you're right, but like, if we think about Gran Torino, that was very Dirty Harry-esque in his very later years. So I mean, you can, but you have to like make exceptions for it. You got to change it about a little bit, because he wasn't running and jumping and shit. He was just being a badass old man. But you're right. You got to look towards the future, and things like Indiana Jones. You can't
high octane,
bro. You can't have Harrison Ford, who broke a fucking hip trying to be Han Solo, when he didn't. Let's be honest. It was great seeing him as Han Solo, but he didn't do too much as Han Solo. He didn't do much running and didn't do much anything.
That's right, kid.
He was just there. So you can't have something like Indiana Jones, which is very physically demanding. You can't expect that Harrison Ford is going to do it. And let's be honest. The last time that it happened, nobody liked it.
I mean, this is the problem with like geek culture, is that they want Harrison Ford to be young again. They want us to inject him with something and be like, here he is, he's 30 again, it's Harrison Ford. But that doesn't happen. Like, you get the slow, you're in sanitation, That's not what you told us before. Hey, Chewie, get a load of this guy. You're like, that's the grumpy old man you get. Like, you can't. But I think if anybody was going to take over as Indiana Jones, Chris Pratt would be perfect. Like, I think we were talking before the show, and I was like, Chris Pratt can do any role. He can play any role. Throw him in the Golden Girls. See what happens there.
Thank you for being a friend, Chris Pratt.
Yeah, you know what I mean? He could do that. If anyone was going to do it, I'd be happy with him. There are a number of actors like that, though, isn't there? There's people like that will just fit into it. Mark Wahlberg. Whenever Mark Wahlberg's in a movie, people go, "Oh, fucking Mark Wahlberg!" They go and watch it anyway.
Yeah,
and they enjoy it.
Yeah, Marky Mark, he brings in the funky bunch.
It's a transformer.
It kind of speaks to how he's basically Chris Pratt, not Mark Wahlberg, how he's kind of like grown this acceptance that he can do whatever he wants, that he fits a lot of different, he ticks a lot of different boxes, and that he's built enough goodwill in the geek culture that when you mention somebody like Chris Pratt, I didn't blink an eye when they were like, oh, Chris Pratt is going to be or can be the next Indiana Jones. Like, perfect. He's a perfect fit for it. He's funny. He's action based. We've seen what he can do in various amounts of movies. So I am 100% backing Chris Pratt as Indiana Jones. I cannot fucking wait to see that. Now, here's the thing. Does it get updated, or do we still have him fight Nazis?
I think we should do it James Bond style. Just be like, yep. There you go. This is new Indiana Jones. Like, people might be like, "Oh my god, that's like Eric's probably listening to this now because he's a big Raiders fan." Like, and be like, "What? How dare you say that?" But like, I feel like if you could, throw the dice, man. Throw the dice. If you can do what J.J. Abrams did with Star Wars Trek, sorry, blasphemy, and reboot that shit in a good manner, do it.
Do you want to see a prequel episode of this, or do you just want them to continue from where they are? Do you want them to be having the experiences of Last Crusade, Temple of Doom, Raiders of the Lost Ark, or do you want to see like young Indiana Jones like Rivers Phoenix did in the beginning of Last Crusade? Which one do you want?
I'd like them to start off near the end of the Crystal Skull, and then have Indiana Jones in a hospital going, "Oh, yeah, aliens, spaceships," and be like, "Oh, you were having a seizure. You just woken up out of a coma." Going, that none of that happened at all. And it'd be Chris Pratt, like, thinking he was Indiana Jones, but he is Indiana Jones, but he's younger. There you go. Done. Problem solved. If anyone likes that movie, they're fucking delusional. I'm sorry.
That's okay. You're right. But once again, I am a huge Indiana Jones fan. So seeing him again was really like the prize of that movie. It's not the movie itself. The movie itself sucked, but seeing Harrison Ford in his element and something that I grew up loving and watching was still awesome to me. It's not a good movie, but I love Harrison Ford in that movie.
I love Harrison Ford. I'm not bashing Harrison Ford, by the way, because I do love him. This is a weird pull, but it is true. But Air Force One is one of my favorite movies. I love that as a kid. It was one of those films where I had a few quid lying around. I bought like 3 videos from a video shop, VHS, right? I bought Godzilla, 8mm.
Oh my God.
Godzilla, like the 1998 version.
I know which one you're talking about, Alex. That's why I'm so like, oh my God.
Godzilla, 8mm, and Air Force One, right? And those 3 videos I watched over and over again. And that fucking scene at the end, "Get off my plane." Oh, fucking love it. I love it so much. It's so brilliant.
Speaking of Godzilla really quick, off the topic, do you remember when Taco Bell was really backing Godzilla? Like, they even had Godzilla toys and stuff. Was that over there? Was that a thing? Like the Taco Bell commercials?
I think we do get Taco Bell over here, but only like in the major cities.
Can you really quickly, because you have the sharing capabilities, you want to look up the Godzilla Taco Bell ad really fast? Because this was everywhere in America. Like when Godzilla came out, Taco Bell somehow, some way got like the rights to put out the toys and to do all sorts of things for it. It was fucking nuts. Like, do you remember the Taco Bell dog? Like, "No quito Taco Bell." No, dude, that's like, once again, like, this is the show. What's the difference with us?
Really
but this was like, Little Chihuahua, yeah, it was a spokesperson for Taco Bell for the longest time, and during the Godzilla fiasco, they had commercials with Godzilla. Godzilla. Let's throw some quotations up there, but this was everywhere, and I want you to look at it really quick and see if like it does anything for you.
Okay, let's have a look. See if we can get it to play because it doesn't always. We don't always get that
If
luxury.
not, we can move past, but it's just crazy.
Okay, here it is, and we'll play. Is that plain audio? Did you hear
Like
that?
that, dude. I mean, yeah. But I mean, like, that's what it was, dude. Like, that really speaks to what Godzilla was. I bet you that commercial probably made more money than the actual movie. It was a little bit better produced.
I like that movie. I like that movie. I don't know what it is, man.
I
But
like Hank Azaria in that movie. That's what sells the movie. Like, fuck Matthew Broderick. Fuck she's pregnant with the little Godzillas. Like, everyone thought for sure there was gonna be a sequel to that shit. And never happened.
it's got one of the biggest problems for me ever growing up, and that was like closure. Like I never got closure for that fucking egg they left at the end of the film. I was kind of like, "There's gonna be a sequel." There was never a fucking sequel. So fuck you, the guys who made Godzilla. But that scene with Hank Azaria, by the way, where he's filming the thing coming up to him, and the foot just goes, whoosh, and he's like right in between the toes. Oh,
Okay. All right. Yourself. You know what we should do? We should rewatch it. Rewatch it. We should rewatch it and do either commentary. We should do a critique of it because it's been a long time since I've watched that movie.
When are we doing? My diary's in the dining room. I want to do this now. What time are you going to work? Are you free? Oh, no, actually, Packers are playing in a bit. I want to watch that.
Well, Packers are playing a bit, and we have a surprise guest. My wife wanted me to mention this on the show. My daughter invited a person over to the house without telling us. So my wife, who's been, she let me sleep all morning. Once again, I can't thank her enough for the amount of time she actually gives me. But like she let me sleep all morning and took the kids out, kept them busy. She's trying to like get some sleep right now because she got up really early for me so I could go right to bed. And Shona is like getting in her woobies and like her robe and shit. And all of a sudden, fucking, there's a person at her door, and she's like, "What the fuck is going on?" Yeah, so that's kind of like what's in the background right now. So it's not just the Packers; it's oh shit, now I got to go deal with the situation that my daughter kind of built for me.
State your business at my door, stranger. I can just imagine.
She's like a 14-year-old girl, dude. I don't know if the gun cocking, like, what do you want? Do the Bad Boys 2 thing, and she's like, to play with it, like, fucking. How old are you? 14. You look 30.
Right, let's get out of here then. Guys, make sure you check out our amazing new website. It's still kind of new. It's made
Fresh. It's got that new website smell.
It still does. I was there yesterday.
Were you?
Yeah, I was.
How much does it cost to travel to our website?
It's absolutely free. If you go to USUKnetwork.com, easy to remember that, USUK Network. You can check out all of our audio. You can learn a little bit about the hosts and the shows that we do. And you can find out about our world. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel, our Podbean channel. There's even a little Spotify player on there for you to enjoy. And that's made for us by the geniuses at the Web Orchard. If you need a website making, if on your either side of the pond, make sure you check out the Web Orchard. They will make you a beautiful website. Go on their website, look at that. That's beautiful. Like they will make a website just like that for you.
Yeah, because I mean, there's things out there, right? There's all sorts of like website places where you can make your own website and blah blah. But the fact is that, do you have the time to make your own website? I don't think so. I don't have time. I have a family. I have a life. But the beautiful people at Web Orchard, they can build you a fantastic website, and it's going to look amazing. It's going to be functional. It's going to do everything you want for it, and it's not going to be in your hands to do so. So definitely check them out.
Support local independent businesses, and I know it's not independent. Oh, it's definitely independent, but I know it's not local to you, but it's local to me, right? So that counts.
Yeah.
That counts from me to you.
We're all family.
We're all family. Make sure you check out our shows that are live on our Facebook, our YouTube, and Twitch every Wednesdays and Friday. Wednesday, we have Wednesday Night Live. Friday, we have the Weekly Bizarre Podstars. And we have all of our shows available always on Podbean. Make sure you check us out there. If you're struggling, just go to the fucking website, man. It's all there. I want to say huge thank you to the guys at TV Guestbook for sorting this episode out today. Ivy Slater, you're an amazing guest for the show, for What's the Difference. And Tom, I love catching up with you, man. I hope you have a great birthday tomorrow. Happy birthday.
Thanks, buddy.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. This has been What's the Difference podcast. I've been Alex Whiteley.
And I'm Tom Bruno.
And we fucking love you guys. Peace out. Bye.